amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a animal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On first down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 4 yards the result of the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Don't get nervous. 49, check 49, check 49. Ready, go.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Nice play, man. Nice play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hayward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And spins away. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. He got 29 yards that time. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season, but you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
It's just me and you. Hey!
Third and long. It's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll set up a throw, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 11. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Right there. 54, right there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, lock it.
They run with Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Switch it. General West. Back. Go. Right there. 54.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
52, come on, 52.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing again is Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Mike, 54. Here we go. Check go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. Go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 52.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has had them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hard. Do. Hey, exit. Slam. Go. Ready.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad. You move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, stand up. Ready? Go.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Last stop.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now running right through him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. As we get... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mike, check, 59. What?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third line, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Newton throwing complete to Samuel. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
McCaffrey. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Brings up 3rd and They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's back to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yes.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cohen. He heads right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by 4. A little over 40 seconds to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Newton to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the 49ers, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.